Hello, and welcome to the Rosary Royal Experience. We have certainly missed you over the course of the past few months, and by God's grace, we are excited for the reopening of Rosary High School. There is a lot that we can't control in regards to COVID-19, but what we can control is our response to these changes. A response which prioritizes safety for students, teachers, administrators, staff, and all of our families and loved ones. Learning amidst COVID-19 will be an adjustment for all of us, but so long as we remain flexible and adopt certain safety precautions both inside and outside of Rosary High School, we can maximize our likelihood of having a safe and successful school year.
The first precaution we can all take is making sure that we wear mouth and nose covering masks while in the building. Many Rosary faculty and staff fall under immunocompromised categories, which put them at higher risk for severe sickness or mortality for COVID-19. Still, many in our school, those who are younger or more able-bodied, may not fall under this higher risk category. Regardless, all members of the Rosary community come into contact with family and friends who need our help to stay healthy. At the end of the day, it is the responsibility of everyone at Rosary High School to not only keep all people in the building safe, but to also do everything we can to protect the safety of our loved ones at home, as well as people we come in contact with who we may not even know. Safety and creating the conditions for a return to normalcy are everyone's responsibility. And the first step that the Rosary community will take to help everyone stay as safe as possible is making sure that while in the building, we all wear masks. Rosary High School will provide you with one reusable mask at the beginning of the school year. If you forget your mask, please see your check-in attendant upon entering the building. Freshmen and sophomores at the main entrance, juniors and seniors at the athletic entrance, and they will provide you with a disposable mask for that day. Anyone without a mask will not be allowed entry into Rosary High School or will be asked to leave the building. Before you arrive to school, work together with your family to take some steps to make sure that it's safe for you to come to school for that day.
Parents, check to see if your daughter has a dry cough, a sore throat, or any recent contact with someone with COVID. If you have any of these symptoms, please stay home and report it to Rosary's office. It is very important to do this because we would all like to remain together at Rosary for as long as possible.
While in the building, all of us will have to limit our physical contact and sharing with others. In order to do so, you may want to have a kit of day-to-day supplies ready that are for your use only. These supplies may include Kleenex, Band-Aids, a charger, or personal hand sanitizer. Having these items ready is an easy way to make sure that you have everything you need to go about your day without having to rely on close physical contact with others in the building. Now let's look at our best practices for entering the building, traversing the hallway, and using our classrooms. When you arrive at Rosary, you will have your temperature taken. It's important that we know if you have a fever over 100.3 degrees Fahrenheit. It's also important that your parents know whether or not it's safe for you to be in the building. Here are a few tips for helping us run a safe and smooth temperature checking process. First, Rosary's doors will open at 7 o'clock a.m. Since we will not be using lockers this year, we ask that you head directly to the gym if you arrive before 7:45. Any arrivals after 7:45 should head directly to their homerooms. Remember, freshmen and sophomores will enter the building in the main entrance. Juniors and seniors will enter our athletic entrance. Contact your parents concerning your temperature reading. If you do not have a fever, flash them a thumbs up or send them a text letting them know it's okay for you to be in the building today. If you do have a fever, head back to your car and have your parents call our main office explaining why you can't be at school today. Giving us information on whether or not you have a fever is important for keeping our school safe and for helping your teachers make sure that you will have all the information you need to be academically successful this year. With the exception of emergencies, all hallway traffic in Rosary High School will move counterclockwise. This includes trips to the bathroom, water bottle refill stations, or any other hallway movement both during and outside of passing periods. When moving from class to class, we ask that you give yourselves as much space as possible from those around you. You may not always have the 6-foot distance that we've all gotten used to keeping over the past few months, and that's okay so long as you maintain a genuine effort to give each other space. What you can do, however, is limit your physical contact with others and their belongings, avoiding touching, hugging, picking up each other's backpacks, drinks, or even drop supplies. These habits will probably be hard to break, and breaking them will probably even seem frustrating or tedious. But it's important that throughout our day at Rosary, we do everything possible to minimize exposure to viruses and bacteria and to maximize our likelihood of staying safe. There are ways, however, to keep our Rosary sisterhood strong while minimizing physical contact. If a friend has dropped her belongings, flag other students down and wall off the area around her so she can pick these things up without having to worry about being in contact with others. Sometimes we'll need to show friendly affection and safe physical contact. Greet each other with things like air fives or foot taps or other creative contact-limited greetings to keep you and your friends safe while allowing others in the hallway to keep their distance. Finally, expect teachers to stand outside their classrooms during passing periods this year. Their job is to maintain the counterclockwise flow of traffic, social distancing, mask wearing, and to encourage you as you go from class to class. Your experience in the classroom will differ from teacher to teacher. For various reasons, one teacher's classroom safety rules may be different from another's. What's more, you may see some classroom policies change throughout the year. This experience is new for all of us, so if we can be adaptive and flexible, we can have the most effective safety protocol in place, which also allows for fun and engaging classroom experiences. Here are some general classroom do's and don'ts which you should see in all of your classes throughout this year. Don't expect to have access to commonly shared items like Kleenex, Band-Aids, passbooks, or pens. Instead, rely on your own materials and readiness kits to make sure you have everything you need throughout the day. Don't touch commonly used surfaces like pencil sharpeners or door handles. Instead, make sure that these remain untouched. For example, all of your teachers will leave their doors open during class this year. Don't expect to have classroom access outside of school hours. This year, clubs will meet on Zoom, and students and faculty will be asked to leave the building by 4 o'clock so that we have time to clean and prepare for the next day. Do expect teachers to do mask checks during each period. Do expect teachers to ask you to sanitize your desk each period. Please be sure to wipe down the desktop, your chair, railings, or any other part of your desk, which you may have made contact with. Expect your teacher to let you know in advance which materials you'll need when you return to class. Do expect to be seated with space between you and your classmates. Do expect for classes to be recorded and uploaded for students at home to see. This step is being taken to make sure that students who are at home can keep up to date with their classes as much as possible.
As we enter this year, our most powerful tools for staying safe and having a fun, exciting school year are patience, flexibility, and a constant awareness that we are responsible for the well-being of others.
We're excited to be back together in the same physical space, so let's keep the spirit of togetherness going and remember that we are each other's best allies this year.
And let's be honest, we probably won't ever forget our 2021 year at Rosary High School, so let's help each other out.
Let's be smart, safe, and creative, and do everything in our power to maintain the well-being of Rosary. Thank you.